Welcome back to the vlog, everybody. Today we are talking about total surrender to Jesus. What does it mean to live your life fully for God? We've been thinking a lot about that in our 5 years in missions and my almost 20 years of following Jesus. It's been a question I've asked a lot about, and I think I have some thoughts. Dude. All right, a little 2-year-old here. All right, babe, I'm headed to the office. See you later. Snow. So we've been living full-time in ministry, which does not mean surrendered to the Lord. You can be just as easily surrendered to the Lord in any career or any line of work. We have increasingly been called by God into greater and greater surrender, and I'm beginning to kind of feel like we're supposed to surrender everything. And that would make sense for all the songs we sing, but if you start to pay attention to how people live their lives and how they make their decisions and what is something worth praying about and what is something that you can just kind of go with your own call on it, you realize that we don't actually surrender everything to God. And when we say we give all to God, what we mean is we give all of the things that we know how to, or that we think we should, or when we feel like it. And I want to talk about how we've been challenging that, not just in our thinking, but in our actual life. What's up, dude? What's up? Vlog. I haven't vlogged in like...
Welcome back in person.
I know.
Okay, I want to spot you taking a picture.
This isn't a picture, this is a video. The video just went up in views. Just got done talking with Josh about his YouTube channel and how to do social media. We've been doing TikTok now for just over 2 months, and I'm just about to hit 25,000 followers on TikTok, which is just insane. Time to go home for lunch. What's up, guys? What you want? What you got? What's going on, my bubs? What do you want? Cheese.
Did you see that?
See ya. You're so cute. We should just make a vlog about you. To talk a little bit more about surrendering fully to Jesus, at first you might think, oh, I just need to give tithe to God, or I just need to spend time with God every day. But we've started to actually challenge some of those assumptions and ask the question, where does God want me to work? Where does God want me to live? How does God want me to parent? How many kids does God want me to have? We've even started to ask questions about how does God want me to spend each day? And I've started to be challenged by God to take time each day to pray and to ask Him what He's wanting to do in each area of my work, and what work He wants me to do, and what to do in approach to challenges with the kids. And so this is definite work to do all this. It takes time, but it shifts so much in your heart. And I've begun to realize the reality of the statement, in all your ways acknowledge Him and He will direct your path. Unless you're doing this, you're living your life the best version, the best thought that you can come up with, your best understanding on stuff. And I'm challenged again and again and again, like, okay, I'm doing this now a little bit more in how I approach my YouTube channel, but not as much in how I do parenting, or I'm doing it a little bit more in how I approach work, but not so much in this part of my work. And what I found is that the more I do this, the more blessing in life comes into my day, into the work I'm doing, and the more it highlights even the issues that I have in my heart.
And have a good one.
The aftermath of snow.
Who shall I be afraid?
Lord, stronghold of my life, whom shall I be afraid?
What does it mean to surrender your life fully to God? Any thoughts?
It's because I die for yourself.
Die to yourself?
I don't know what that means.
You don't know what that means? You heard Dad and Mommy talk about it?
I've never done this before. I'm not doing anything different than I normally do.
How's TikTok going? Getting more comfortable making those TikTok videos?
It comes in waves and goes up and down.
How many videos do you make a day?
3 minimum. Sometimes I
How
do
many
5 or
books
6.
can I have?
You're up to like what, 15,000 followers?
I'm 100 away from 16.
Oh wow.
Dad, how many?
I'm not talking while you're filming me on here, just so you know.
All right. How's the book coming? I guess I can ask you that later. Give me 1 minute. I want to talk to you about God and specifically about growing your faith in God. And this comment here said, when we talk about surrender to God, we can make it seem like we're surrendered without really actually giving a lot of the control in our lives to Him. And what this has looked like for me is not trying to figure out all the areas that I'm not surrendered and somehow work harder at surrendering those areas. It starts with honestly admitting to God and to yourself that you're not really letting Him have the opportunity to control. I mean, even thinking about the parable of the Good Samaritan, who we have these men of God who don't have the time to stop and see someone who needs them to reach out and to be the hands and feet of Jesus in front of them. Do you have space in your life for God to lead you, to guide you, to speak to you? If you don't, you're just living your life the best way you know how, maybe even hoping that it's in service to God. But God's not looking for that. He's looking for you, who you are, who He created you to be. He's looking for that to be lived out with Him in relationships. Don't try to be more surrendered. Go to Him and say, God, how do I live my life totally for you? How do I walk out total surrender and obedience to you? How do I give you opportunity to direct me the way you want to direct me? The more I've risked it, the more I've said, okay, God, what should I do today? The more I look back and say, that actually made sense. That actually, there was something that happened as a result of that. That was good. Give it a try. Let me know in the comments how it goes.